Alright, so we're on our way to New Jersey. Yay! To pick up the boat. 789 miles. It's going to take us 12, 13 hours, maybe a little more to get there. So we're getting a little later start than we planned, but it's all good. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, so we've got a ways to go. But we are on our way! Going. Have a good night.
We are not going back this way. But good. Because it's $24 for 4 actions at one.
Okay, so we pulled in last night about, what, 11 o'clock? 11 o'clock to Lighthouse Point Marina in Toms River, New Jersey. And Dawn's picking on me. It's not. It's a beautiful day up here. It's a little overcast in some areas, partly cloudy. But we found the boat. Actually, they'd already pulled it out of the locked up storage area, and so we found it over here. And so our first look at it was in the middle of the night last night. So here she is. It's a Lancer 28. The sailbags say it's a Mark V. The only difference between the Mark V and the regular Lancer 28 that I've been able to find is the displacement's a little heavier on this. The T evidently had an optional inboard engine. This one does not have an inboard engine. So I don't really know if it's the Lancer 28 Mark V or the regular Lancer 28. The good thing about it is it's got the porthole lights instead of those big panoramic windows. I like the look of the panoramic windows better, but they leak, evidently. So the trailer's a little rusty, you can see. The wheels and tires, though, look to be in really decent shape. There is some slight dry rot on some of these tires, so I haven't yet decided exactly what we're going to do with that. The winch handle here is gone, so we got a new one of these coming. New crank. The trailer brakes are non-operational. It's got a busted hose, and this master cylinder is obviously all just ganked up. So I'm not entirely sure what the solution for this is going to be. We're probably just going to go home without it for now, and address that issue later. But we've got to put lights on the trailer because lights don't work. But the whole of the boat is shiny. It's solid. It's a lot more solid than my the little North American Spirit is. I think with a good polish and wax, hell, the whole of this thing is going to look great. So let's go check out the inside. I can tell you right off the bat that this is a whole lot more boat than the 21-foot Spirit that we have, the Spirit 6.5. The hull is solid. The deck is solid. Great big cockpit. Lazarette back there in the back with storage. Tons of storage on this boat. And all sorts of goodies down in here. You can see Dawn can stand up in here. And even I can stand up in this thing. It's pretty roomy for a 27, 28 foot trailerable boat. It's 27.67 feet, so 27 and a half feet. I call it a 28. So, little galley sink, alcohol stove, storage and some more storage. These quarter berths back here in the back. That's your fuel tank, a 20-gallon fuel tank back in there. What do you think?
It's bigger.
It's bigger.
It smells funny.
Well, I'll close up for a couple of years. It doesn't smell moldy, though, does it? I smell fiberglass. I mean, it smells like a new boat, I
smell the cushions.
You smell the cushions, the upholstery?
Yeah, but no, it's definitely much bigger.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got like 5,000 rolls of foil in here.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what a lot of the motivation was for some of this. Is that Queezaway or Queasies? Dramamine?
Dramamine. And
Got a boom bang. It's got a 150 jib or 150 Genoa
expired in 896.
jib, mainsail. A lot of times with these hatches, the older ones had these great big. I mean, the whole side of the boat was just a big window, but they leaked real bad, and so the headliner and everything kind of rotted and would fall away. But this is,
You got new cotter rings in here?
yeah. There's a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah. I think it's been a little longer since they sailed it than he told you. These meds expired in 90. And now there's compartments under all of this stuff?
Yeah. There's storage underneath these. There's storage underneath the quarter berths. There's a huge lazarette up underneath the forward V berth.
Is there a sail underneath of there?
No, all the sails are
No,
in
no,
these
no.
bags.
Well, then what's underneath there?
2 big bags of concrete. I'm not sure exactly what that is for, but yeah, I there's 2 big 50-pound bags of quickcrete up there in the forward V berth. Not
Maybe
real.
this boat was intended to be sold for some other purpose.
I haven't.
Did you request that?
I didn't request the 2 big bags of concrete, but you want to go sailing, babe? Love you.
Okay.
One of the people actually complain about the size of the companionway. The companionway hatch is huge. A lot of people have bitched about that, and I don't get that. But we have some
Take some learning.
some boat lights, boat clamps, because none of the lights work. It's got a VHF radio in there that's really, really old. Signal flare kit and a flare gun. I mean, this is a fire extinguisher. This is it actually has everything you need to go offshore. It's got everything that you need to be Coast Guard certified. This is a Coast Guard documented vessel.
Including sunglasses.
Is those sunglasses?
Over there.
Really?
The top.
Up here?
Over.
Oh, yeah. Including sunglasses. We're set. Let's go. Much bigger, much heavier. But here's the electrical panel.
Oh, shit.
A lot of good that's doing. Actually, this is just the battery. But there's another electrical panel over here, but I'm not sure it's hooked up any better. I don't think there are any batteries in the boat. I haven't been able to find the batteries, but I haven't really looked for the batteries either. At this point, I'm just trying to get them home. But I'm 6'2", 6'3", 2.5", and I'm slouching a little bit. My head's touching the headliner, but the headliner's soft. But this is a 28-foot trailerable boat, and I can stand up in it. And I don't feel cramped being down in here. A little cluttered, but that can be fixed. What do you think?
It's a boat.
It's a boat. Definitely a boat.
What is that?
What is what? This?
Yeah.
It's the boom.
Oh, okay.
That's the boom. The boom, the boom, the boom. Nice solid deck. Oh, anchor locker. There's another anchor down below. That doesn't work. Cool. Let's get working on the lights. So yesterday was a long day working on the trailer. We got up at 8:30 in the morning and started working on the trailer lights. We stripped all the wiring off the trailer, all the lights off the trailer, and put all new LED lights on the trailer. It took a lot of the day. And then we started out, and we knew coming up here that the trailer had not been used, but for storage. So we were expecting, the brakes weren't going to work and those sorts of things. But we decided to go ahead and redo the brakes. This is a heavy boat, 5,200 pound displacement, and it really pushes the van around quite a bit. So we called around and found this trailer shop up in Point Pleasant, Camp Marine Trailers. They're this little trailer place. I mean, it was like in this residential area, and you come around the corner, and this dude has some trailers out in his yard, and we're like, oh, this guy's not going to have. But no, he had everything we needed. He had a master cylinder, he had backing plates and hubs and drums and everything we needed. So we come pulling in there like an hour before he closes, and he's looking at us like, you bunch of crazies, there's no way you're going to get this done. But we assured him that we would, and so he sold us the parts, and he went home for the day. And we spent the next several hours stripping the axles apart. Actually, fortunate or not, there's only brakes on the rear axle, so we didn't touch the front axle of the trailer. But we put new backing plates, new hubs, new drums, new everything. And went to bleed the brakes, and we found a split in the line that runs from the tongue back to the axles. And so we repaired that. We had to run to AutoZone, get some couplers, and we repaired that and found another split. So we repaired that one and then went to bleed the lines and could not get the master cylinder to budge. It was jammed up. So I started pulling fittings apart to try to find, what was blocked, and it was the main line that went from the tongue all the way back to the axle was blocked. So we ran back to AutoZone 10 minutes before they closed and got a big section of line and just replaced all the brake lines too. So while we're at it, this is what I should have done to begin with. So we got new brake lines all the way from the master cylinder to the wheels, all new stuff, all new hardware, and the trailer stops well. So it really helped. It's done a great job of making things easier to manage. So by that time it was 11 o'clock at night. Well, no, it was probably 10 by the time we were done with the trailer. And the son, Frank, of Camps Marine, the owner was Perry. His son had come by at 9:30 and was like, guys, what are you doing? He had no idea. He just comes driving by and sees a big sailboat in his yard. It's like, what are you guys doing? So we told him, and he's like, well, do you need anything? I said, yeah, I could actually use a little, rubber hose, a little, 12-inch brake line. And AutoZone didn't have one. He couldn't figure out what it was. So he was like, oh, sure, no problem. So he got us hooked up with that, and we're set. So new hardware from the master cylinder all the way to the wheels. Got a spare tire too. So, and by then it was late, so we went ahead and went and found some pizza. New Jersey sure has its downfalls, but man, this is the pizza mecca of the world. If you want pizza, you come to New Jersey, man. They know their pizza. And so we went and got some New Jersey pizza, and man, it was good. It was good. But by then, it was so late, we decided to come back to Lighthouse Point Marina and shut down for the night, and because they've got showers here. So we came in, I took a shower, and then crawled in bed. And so now it's bright and early in the morning, and we are about to head out and start easing our way back towards Tennessee with all new trailer brakes and all new trailer lights. So hopefully we'll make it without any problems. We'll see.
On a long
right, so we're back home. Round trip, 1,471 miles. From Athens, Tennessee to Toms River, New Jersey and back. And everything was great. The van did well. No hiccups or problems out of the van. The trailer did fine. The boat rode well. You know, it was a great trip. A little slow. I mean, it's a 1-ton van, but that's a heck of a boat. So, you know, 5,200 pound displacement. I was able to average about 60, 65 miles an hour on the ride. So, you know, not blazing fast, but you know, that's good enough. So now it's just a matter of getting that boat in the water, getting the mast up, kind of going through it and seeing what needs to be done and what's ready to go. But that's for another day. So hope you enjoyed watching. And if you have interest in the Lancer 28 sailboat, there's not a lot of videos out there, not a lot of information on them, but I hope to rectify that. So keep an eye on my channel. If you're interested in anything about this particular boat, you know, I've got one, so I'll answer what I can and show you what I've got. So enjoy it. Hope to see you again.